So let's talk about animation. This is still the exact same file as I ended the last video with, so if we run it, we should see our trees and our grass. So now we're going to add a fish. How does that sound? Okay. Canvas, left, top, right, bottom, except that's not what these were called here. It's scene left, scene top, scene right, yep, scene bottom. Okay, so that's how we're going to call draw fish. And of course, I don't have a draw fish function yet. So draw, oops, need a def draw fish. Now, some of you are going to be upset because there's no water for this fish to swim in. And yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just a fish was an easy shape I thought of. So that's why I'm doing a fish. Okay. So it's left, top, right, bottom. And just to make sure we've gotten everything right, we'll just put past there. And of course nothing happens because I didn't actually draw the fish, but I didn't get an error either. That's a good thing to know. Okay, so I'm going to say canvas.createArc, and we'll get to this in just a minute. So let's do tk enter create arc. Okay, canvas arc objects x0. That doesn't help me out much. Style arc. Width of the slice in degrees. Okay, let's see. Offset, no. Outline, no. Well, I do want an outline. So let's see. What do I need? I need, let's try left plus 20. And the top will be top plus 50. The right will be left plus 40. And top plus 70. Let's see what this draws us. So we've got outline equals orange, and I don't want to fill. So let's see what that does just by itself before we try to figure out all the other options. Okay, so that gave me an arc. Let's see. So it started, probably it started at 0, which is this way, and gave me 90 degrees. That may not be right. Let's try changing the extent to 120. Extent equals 120. And it is in degrees. That's pretty bizarre. Usually I would expect radians in a drawing program, but oh, I need to kill this one off. All right. Okay, so yeah, it started from 0, goes 120 degrees. All right. Now there was something about start angle. Okay. So I want start equals 120, 60, 30. Extent equals 120. Okay. And style equals arc. Style equals Oh, tk.arc, so excuse me. All right. tk.arc, like that. And let's see if we can break this line up so it doesn't get so upset. Okay, so that quiets things a little. Okay, so now we've got that. Oh. Let's see. So now I need another arc. And it's going to start at the same place, but it's going to be top plus. So this one was 20 high, so I need another. So this is going to start at 70, so its top will be at the same place as the bottom of this one. That'll be the same. This will be 90. And now I need the start to be let's see. Start here. I want the start to be let's try this. See if that works. So kill that off. That's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close. At least it's the underside of the arc. I'm trying to make the fish's body here. And so left plus 20, that worked, but top plus 70 didn't work. Apparently this is for the whole circle, and I'm only doing a part of the circle. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I need to bring this up by, I don't know, we'll just try that. Whoops. Okay, it was 70 to 90, so it's 20 high, so I want this to be 40 to 60, so it's still 20 high, just hopefully I've moved this whole arc up a little bit. Huh, that was a lucky guess. That was really lucky. Okay, and then we've got a canvas.add triangle. Is there, or create triangle, not add. Make a tail for the fish. TK enter create triangle. Doesn't look like there is a create triangle, so I have to do a create polygon. Which is just a set of connected lines. So we'll say, I've got to guess where to locate this, don't I? So I need left plus, well, we'll just create a triangle and see where it falls, okay? Top plus 40, left plus 50, top plus 30, left plus 50, top plus 60, outline equals orange. We'll stick with the same color for this goldfish. And so what we're going to do is we're going to split this up into XY pairs so I can see my 3 points plus my outline. There we go. let's see what that does. Well, it's kind of close, not exactly what we were hoping for. Looks like I need to say fill equals none. Would be my guess. Oh, that didn't work at all. Really? Huh. Oh. It's transparent. Fill equals double quotes? That doesn't... Oh, sure enough, that worked. Okay, shows what I know. Okay, so now, so it's moved over the correct amount. I don't want it to be that wide. And the top has got to be further down, so we'll try top plus 60, left plus 48, top plus 65, left plus 48. Whoops, this needs to be less. This needs to be more. 65. Let's see what that does. There are other ways of doing this. You can be more scientific. So that looks like the tail. Of course, if I want my fish to go that way, the tail's on the wrong side, isn't it? Now, so I'm just doing hit and miss to get the triangle in the right place. There are better ways of doing this, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. Well, we'll leave it there. So we'll say top plus 60. So that's where the center line needs to be. So this one needs to be 60. So this one needs to be 55. And this one, that's just going to flip it over. Let's see what I did here. Now I've lost track of what I changed. Not exactly right. Let's see. Let's do 45 and 75 here. No, we'll just leave that at 65. I got to figure out what I've moved. Oh, the start point needs to be, that needs to be the plus 60. And this needs to be 55. Is that where I started from? Yep, that's where I started from. Okay. So this needs to be 55, this needs to be 50, and this needs to be 60. And that should move the tail up. So it doesn't quite connect, but it's pretty close. And so now, if I'm going to move my fish, he's facing left, so I need to move him over to the right somewhat. See, I should have used variables for all these things. So we're going to say, so to every x coordinate, I need to add 400 to move him over here on the right-hand side. So 420, 440, 420, 440, 440, 448, 448. And that should move our fish over here. So I could have moved him a little more than 400, but that's okay. Really need to move that just a little bit to the left so his tail connects to his body. I thought I could not mind the little dot there, but I do mind. Okay, there's my fish. Now, how am I going to move him? Well, it turns out that when you'll notice these don't say draw arc, they say create. These are creating an object. And so we're going to be able to, in order to move this, I need to keep track of these objects. So I'm going to create a variable named fish, which is created by drawFish. And that means that drawFish needs to return something. And so I always call the return value retval. That's very original. I'm going to make that a list. And it's going to be retval.append like that. And retval.append. And so I'm appending these objects that I've drawn. And incidentally, the ability to re-indent the code like that is something that I really like about Emacs, and that's why you'll see me using Emacs and not VS Code. And I apologize, but that's just the way it is. So now, why do you have a squiggly? Oh, sometimes it leaves the squiggly there until I move off the line. Okay, so now it's going to return that set of 3 shapes into the fish. And now we need to use this thing that I looked up over here, which was the after. Okay? And so we're going to say root.after, and unfortunately there is no root, hence the red squiggly there. Root was created up in this function, so I need to pass it down into here. So we'll pass root there, and draw scene root there. Now I have access to root. Root.after. So the parent is the canvas, I believe. After how many milliseconds? Let's go for 1,000 milliseconds. So he's going to move once per second. Function equals move fish. Args are going to be canvas fish. And positional argument follows keyword argument. Oh, this needs to be a list, I believe. Keyword args. How is that? Oh, other options. Okay. So what are the other options? It looks like I'm going to have to make... Oh, I need a lambda here. That's what I need. How do you do a lambda? Lambda canvas fish. Now I'm guessing, so that could well be wrong. Oops. And it certainly doesn't like lambda. Okay, how do you create a lambda in Python? No parens. So it's lambda canvas fish, undefined name move fish. Okay, so we're going to say def move fish canvas fish, and we're going to say print fish just to see what happens, right? And so line too long, okay, we know about that. And that's that one, line too long. What's this one? Local variable fish is assigned but never used. Oh, what's passing to the lambda? Can I do that? Let's try that and see what happens. Okay, I don't need a lambda, I just need the function call, I think. Got an unexpected keyword argument function. Wasn't that after 500? Oh. Well, why did it say function equals none? Huh. That's not going to be the right thing. So what I need to do here is I need to just call move fish, and fish needs to be a global variable. Not there, here. And I need to say global canvas. Where do I create canvas? Here we go. And so now I need to stop passing canvas because I want to use the global variable. And so I need to say canvas equals none, fish equals none. There are cleaner ways of doing this, but for right now this is the easiest way, okay? So global canvas, canvas gets sent there, and this is using the global canvas, and this should print the global variable fish, right? So let's see what that does now. Int object has no attribute name. Oh dear. 137. What did I do wrong? Expected 2 blank lines. Well, that's not a big deal. Certainly put 2 blank lines there. But that shouldn't choose it. Root dot after. Canvas 100 move, or 1000 move fish. Oh dear. I said this was easy, didn't I? Well, now you get to see me debug. Okay, 137 main, line 29, draw seam, line 61, root dot after. Int object has no. So what I'm doing is I'm calling root dot after incorrectly. So where is root dot after? Canvas. So it's trying to use this as the function. On the root as well as with other widgets. I'm not supposed to put canvas there at all. I'm supposed to say root. Oh, well, okay. We can live with that. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so after a second it printed that out. And those are pretty meaningless. They only mean something to tkinter. And so, but what we saw is that we did have the 3 elements of fish here. So now what we do is we say for shape in fish shape.move, and let's look this up here since lambda didn't do any good. Let's use this window. tkinter.move rectangle. Let's try that. Moving a rectangle. Come on. Oh dear. Here we go. Okay, whatever. Why do I care about gun laws? How to move a rectangle. Yeah, create rectangle, C1. Okay. Canvas.move XY. Okay. So it's not shape.move, it's canvas.move shape X, Y. So we're going to move it 5 pixels to the left and none up or down. And then we are going to say root.after 1000 move fish. Now that says that root needs to be a global as well. So we'll set root as a global there. Like I say, there are better ways of doing this. This is just to get us there right now. Take root out of there. And let's see what that does now. Whoops, draw scene still has root in it. Okay. And you'll notice our fish is moving very slowly to the left. And so to speed that up, what we do is we have him move after every 100 milliseconds. And there, I've got both root.moves. And then this is going to be just 1 pixel every 1/10 of a second. And there he goes. And it's a little jerky, but that's because I'm moving him every 1/10 of a second. If I moved him every 30 milliseconds, then he would move more smoothly. See, there we go. And isn't that beautiful? So the key to animation is both keeping track of your objects. So I have to, when I do a create arc, create polygon, I keep those in this list, and then I return it into fish, and then the root.after, which says after this many milliseconds, I'm going to call this function move fish. And here I have to say that I'm working off of the global fish. Actually, I don't, because I'm not setting the variable. But I have to know that I'm using the global variable fish. I might be able to pass. No, I can't pass it here. Okay. And so after every 30 milliseconds, this will call move fish again, and it just keeps calling this until, whoops, our fish swam off the left-hand side of the screen. If If I call it again, we can see him go. And obviously he takes a long time, but since I didn't tell him any different, he just keeps swimming right off the left-hand side and goes off into Never Never Land. All right, so that's animation, a very simple example. You don't have to use it. You absolutely don't. It's just that I know that some of you will want to, and so I'm just giving it to you as an example of how you can do things. I know, I don't need to wait for him to go off screen, but I'm waiting anyway. Bye, fishy.